taking you off the armed robbery.
What?
Look, the department's stretched thin, and I gotta reassign you. Some possum came in to make a confession.
Jesus, another one? That's like the 5th scavenger this week.
Yeah, it happens every winter. I guess I'd rather spend the night in prison than freeze to death out there. It's not a bad racket. The charges never stick, they get released, and we get stuck with the heating bill.
So you're putting me on animal control? It's a complete waste of my time.
I gotta give the real cases to the cops who close. And face it, lately you've been,
I've been what?
Come on, don't make me say it. A very bad dog.
Hey, that's out of line, and it's complete crap, and you know it.
I'm a bloodhound. I could smell the liquor on you from the parking lot. Come on, put yourself in my paws. You haven't closed the case in 12 months. That's 7 years. Bring home a conviction and we can talk, but till then...
God damn it. I hate scavengers. I'm gonna put an end to this. We're not some Motel 6 for rats. They already have the Motel 6.
He's waiting in room B.
Wait, what did he cop to anyway? Says here you blew up a car.
Uh-huh.
Would that kibble-sized brain of yours even know how to blow up a car if it wanted to? Look, I know you're frightened. I would be too. It's cold, and the dumpsters have more raccoons and food to go around. I get it. So I'm going to do you a favor, because I'm a good boy. I'm going to give you a chance. One chance to recant your confession and stop wasting everyone's time. It's early yet, and there's still an empty recycling bin out there somewhere. Hell, I'll even drive you around a while to look for one.
There ain't been an empty bin in weeks, but there's this dumpster I stay at sometimes. It's old, thicker steel, so it's warm. More food than I could eat. Good food, too. It's behind this old-timey, greasy spoon off Route 6. It's the last dumpster out there that ain't overrun with scavengers. I don't know how I got so lucky, but no one else ever found it. Sorry I talk a lot when I'm nervous.
No, that's fine. Even better. I know the place. I drive by it on my way home every night. It's far, but I can drop you off. How about it, kid?
Do I have to sign something?
Nope, this is all being recorded. Just say the words loud and clear.
Okay, then I did it.
What?
I blew up the car.
You motherless, leg-humping...
I did it.
chew toy. You're yanking the wrong tail.
I blew up the car.
Sure you did. But I'm glad you said that.
You are?
Want to know why? Because of all the crimes you could have picked to scam the police department, you stupid trash panda, you just happen to pick one that wasn't an isolated incident.
What? I did?
It says here it's the 3rd in a couple of weeks. You know what that means, don't you? What am I saying? Of course you don't. It means that ain't destruction of property no more. Oh no. That's felony arson. Not to mention 3rd, even 2nd-degree malicious explosion. Ugh, that's minimum 10 years right there. But
what?
But I have a feeling I could bump it up to 1st degree. You see, 2's a coincidence, but 3, well, 3's a pattern. And a pattern has the distinct smell of domestic terrorism. Now that's a life sentence for you, you overgrown rat. And a pretty good collar for me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, he doesn't work here anymore.
Huh. Like the song.
What did you say?
That old country song. I went to church, but Jesus wasn't home. It's a song. I thought do you know it?
Of course I know it.
Maybe I'm quoting it wrong.
No, I think it was just number 1 on Sid 70's countdown. What of it?
Nothing. Except, I guess I never realized it's a good song until just now.
Right. Well, I think we're about done here, don't you? Unless you have anything else to add for the listeners at home?
I do, sir. if it's not too late?
By all means.
Actually, I didn't blow up any car.
So now you didn't?
No,
Well, it's a little late.
I blew up all 3 cars.
Huh. All right. Well, anyone in their right mind would rather freeze to death than do that kind of time, so you're either insane or... Okay. Jesus, you actually did it.
Good. Now we're getting somewhere.
I mean, we weren't even looking for you. Clearly you want to go to prison, so why don't you just, tell me what happened?
Oh, come on. Don't roll over that easy. You had your little red rocket out a second ago. What happened to it? Ask me some questions.
Right. Well, let's start with the why.
Revenge.
Revenge? Revenge for what?
A hit and run.
Okay, and when did this hit and run take place?
Weeks ago. Couldn't say exactly. I was unconscious for a while. I was actually pronounced dead, but possums always look dead when they're in shock.
So then what?
I reported it to the police, of course, a few times, but they never did anything about it, of course.
Now just hang on a minute. How do you know that? These cases take time. It's not as easy as it looks on TV.
Nobody ever came to take my statement, and it's not like I've been on the move.
Well, I'll look into that for you. Did you get a glance at the plate? What kind of car was it? Assuming it was a car.
Couldn't tell you.
Come on, you must have seen something.
What do you care?
It's my job to care.
Right. Well, I don't know if you've ever been hit by a car, but it happens pretty fast.
Right.
Part of why it hurts so much, the other part being how big and metal the vehicle is.
Got it. Well, thanks for coming in and for making it easy on us. If that's all, I'll go ahead and process you.
Don't you want to know how I pick the cars? Seems like any halfway decent cop would ask that of a domestic terrorist.
All right. Why those 3 cars?
Because of the car wash.
What car wash?
The only car wash in the area. In fact, the only one for miles. Anybody who hit something that bled would probably think to go there. You see, I used to wash cars for a living. And over time, I noticed a few things. Turns out, most people who go to the car wash get the basic wash. They care how it looks at first glance, but they don't really take care of their cars. Most people think the whole world is disposable. But when they get guts stuck in the grill and blood in the wheel well, then they got to get it detailed. Sometimes even then, they don't wash the undercarriage or spring for a wax, the cheap bastards.
You about through?
Not yet, because the number of cars that got detailed there within a reasonable time frame was shockingly few.
3, got it.
No.
No?
There was the silver Ford Crown Vic, then the beige Mercury Grand Marquis, then the black Lincoln Town Car.
That's 3.
There was a 4th. A car I could never get to, no matter how hard I tried, because it was safely tucked away in a police parking lot. A maroon Chevy Caprice.
Oh, I get it now. You are insane.
Am I?
Of course. You're a serial arsonist, a domestic terrorist. Don't you see? Even if you believe what you're saying, nobody else in their right mind ever would. You've confessed to being a lunatic.
You're right.
I know I'm right.
Except,
Except what?
don't you see? You've confessed too. The diner you drive by every night on your way home, catching the #1 song on Sid's 70s countdown. That puts you at the exact time and place of the hit and run, doesn't it? You said it all yourself, along with the fact that this is all being recorded.
Go ahead and try it, you sick squirrel. I took a different route home that night. I could have heard that song anywhere. Your story's a thrown tennis ball that never lands. Not one bit of it would hold up in court.
You're right.
9 years on the job. I know I'm right.
Except
You rabid son of a...
Except I know for a fact you're the kind of cheap bastard who never washes his undercarriage. So good luck trying to explain why my DNA is all over the bottom of your car.
What the? Canine, stand down. Dear God. He's dead.
Chiefy baited me. He was asking for it.
You're finished. Sergeant, take this mutt into custody. Where'd he go?
I was actually pronounced dead. But possums always look dead when they're in shock.
Faces in the shadows, whispered tales untold, looking for the answer in the streets so cold. I've walked 1,000 miles, searching on my own. I went to church, but Jesus wasn't home.